Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Rod Table Talk. I'm your host, C Money, and on today's show, we're talking about age and relationships. Before we went on break, I was talking about how a lot of the people feel that when you get a certain age, you are considered old, meaning that when you like now these days, people are considering when you hit the age of 25, they consider you old. And we was also talking about social medias and social networks, how a lot of these people you don't converse with, and you friends with them on social media sites, and you've never heard of them or spoke of them in your life. You just have mutual friends of them, and then they just add you as a friend because they want to be your friend, and then they don't want to fuck with you because you're a certain age. What I want to talk about is something very like I've been seeing going on, and that's sugar daddies and sugar mamas. If you don't know the term, I'm going to tell you what the term. A sugar daddy is a man who pays not only for sex, but pays to be around a person. Meaning, I take care of you, and that's what a sugar mama is as well. But you see more sugar daddies than you do sugar mamas because not too many women pay a man to be with them. So that to me, you rarely see it, but it does happen. But you see more sugar daddies than sugar mamas. What I don't get is that it has come a common thing now these days, and to me, I don't like it because it done took escorting to a whole nother level. To be honest with you, relationships are not what they used to be. To get into a relationship now, you have to have money. Meaning, nothing in this life like the song that I'm sorry, the song that the late great Luther Vandross and Janet Jackson did together called "The Best Things in Life Are Free," you know, which is true. Money can't buy you love, and you're not. And Ralph Tresvant said it best too. And they both came from the same movie, More Money. Check out the More Money movie. More, money can't buy you love. Money can't buy you happiness. If I have to be with you to get, because a lot of these people that sit up here, oh, you're too old for me, you're not right. And then some of the people like, oh yeah, he's 30 something years old, he may not be all the best, but he has good money, he takes care of me and everything. That's not love. That's lust. That's mucho dinero. And to me, I don't like the fact that it's happening, and it's like a recurring thing now. Because I done been on social medias, and I talk to people and socialize, and they be like, "Oh, you got money." That's not to me in general, but into other people, because I have no problem with getting dates and stuff like that. But like social media, they be like, "Oh, you have money," or "I'm here to escort," or "I'm here," what I'm saying, I need. And then especially when you get on the chat lines and these little phone sex lines and dating service like not phone sex lines, because phone sex you have to pay for, like these dating services or dating lines where people be on there, they're prostituting. Oh, I need to pay. Like there's a difference between escort and prostitute. Escorting is a professional person who has different accounts on different social medias or online service or online internet sites, and they are a professional person, meaning that they do that as professional. A prostitute is somebody who they're on any site just to make a couple of dollars, or they're on the street just to make a couple of dollars. Meaning they can go on Facebook and say, "Hey, I need somebody to pay my bill. Who wants some good, love and sex." I'm trying to fresh it up. Brushing it up. And to me, that's a recurring thing. And to me, I don't like, and it mostly be the young cats, because a lot of these young cats that are like 18, 19, 20, 21, they don't have jobs. They go on the, oh, I need to pay my cell phone bill. Do you have a couple of dollars? Oh, I need to pay, because there was a girl that stayed not too far from me, and she needed to pay, I think, she needed some money for a class, to pay for a class, and it was $25. She was like, "Oh, okay, you got 20." And I told her I didn't have it. Which in the case, I test people when it comes out of these things. Oh, I didn't have it, and stuff like that. And I'm sitting up here like, oh, okay, whatever. And they was like, I don't have it right now. And then they stopped hitting me up. And then the next day I asked, oh, did you get the money and stuff? Oh yeah, thank you for asking, and that's it. And I look at it as if, wow, why do these people do these type of things? Why do these people feel that you ain't got no money for them? They don't want to mess with you because you're not attractive to them and you don't fit them. But every day they're on these social media networks, they're on these dating sites and stuff looking for somebody. But if you're not of a certain age to them, if you don't fit their criteria, they only want you for their money. And to me, I don't like it. It's disgusting to me, and I feel that it is wrong. Everybody needs loving, what I'm saying? Because back in the day, it used to be that the big people, the fat people, they didn't, a lot of people didn't like the fat people. If you was 300 pounds, they didn't want to fuck with you. Now these days, and you get at least 1 out of 5 people that like big people, which is understandable because everybody needs loving. And then you get, sometimes you get a person like, to me, I feel if you're over the age of 40 and you're looking for love, you need to give it up. To me, in my opinion, because by the time I reach 40 and by the time I reach 50, if I'm not established, like for instance, I have a friend that, sometimes we every now and then go to a club and stuff like that, and I see these old people that are older than me hovering around these clubs like it's a thing. Because to me, a lot of these clubs, I don't like to go. I don't like to go to the club. I don't like the strip clubs because you get to pay all this money to see a naked woman dance in front of you. She get you all aroused and get you stimulated and get you in the sexual mood, and you can't do sexual acts. So you leave the club with sexual tension and you can't have sex. So that means you paid $30, $40, $50, however a dance is now these days, because back in the day it used to be $5 and $10. Now they don't went up. However you do it, you come out here and you're horny and you can't do that. And then 9 times out of 10, if you don't have a woman or a man at home, you gotta go and pay somebody else some more money to have sex with them. And to me, I hate it. And just like these dance clubs, a lot of the people that mostly go to dance clubs are younger people. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go in here, they look at you as father time. You're old, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, because they don't want to fuck with you. And then even if you do buy them a drink or something, they push you away like, get away from me, get away from me. And I feel, that's why I don't too much like going to the club. Because now, once you reach 30, it's hard to go into the club, because a lot of people in their 20s, that's what they do always. Go to a club, turn up, get drunk, get loose, get wild, have some fun in the club. Once you get 30, a lot of the people look at you, oh, he's in the club, he's too old to be in the club, and stuff like that. By the time you reach 40, if you haven't established, are married, have kids, or in a steady, committed relationship, because I'm speaking in general terms, because there are people that watch my show, gay, heterosexual, homosexuals, bisexuals, trisexuals, people of all ages. Because when I speak in terms of my shows and signs of relationships and everything, I do it as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of you may not like it, but I do it as a whole because I want to speak to everybody. Even if you're married, if you reach by the age of 40, if you have not reached your career goals or your relationship status, meaning you're married or you have a steady relationship with a girlfriend that's maybe committed to long term, or a steady relationship with anybody, I feel you need to give up the club scene and give up everything, because when you're in your 20s, it's okay to go party and play, go club hopping and do this every weekend. You're in the club, every night you somewhere doing something, you turning up, you at a party, you at a club, you at an establishment doing what you got to do, you at a bar doing your thing. Once you reach 30, you got to try to wind that down. Don't go once a month or go like twice a month to a club or something. Don't go like every week like 18 and 19-year-olds. They go every week and they go every night, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday in somebody's club. You got to wind it down a little bit. Maybe I'll go this week, I won't go next week, and then next week I'll this and that. You got to wind it down to certain aspects. And then as you reach 40, you got to know that as you reach 40, all that club hopping and relationship hopping, that's the cease. Because if you haven't found what you looking for by the age of 40, that means there is that something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people look at the fact that, oh, you gotta have your own car, you have to have your own crib, you gotta have money in the bank, because I've had plenty of women that have said that they want a man that has a Bentley, that lives a nice, basically the qualifications for somebody to be in a relationship or to be with somebody. You gotta have your own car, you gotta have money, you gotta have your own place, and you gotta be a stable person, meaning you gotta be financially stability. And to me, I don't believe you have to have financial stability, because look at these day and times. People are being laid off tenfold. Every other day there's somebody being laid off of their job within state to state, county to county, city to city. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen people get laid off so many times. It's downsize. You know what I'm saying? They go, they not making no money. A lot of the companies, a couple of years ago, Circuit City went out of business. How many people lost their job? Millions. You know what I'm saying? Kmart, they slowly going out of business. They closing a lot of stores. Sears, they going out of business. They closing a lot of stores. You know what I'm saying? This is a company called BrandSmart for y'all Floridians and Georgia people. They, they slowly closing their doors because, other companies and stuff and all that. Like a lot of the music stores, like, I don't know if you ever heard of FYE and Specs, they used to be the popular music stores and Sam Goodies and all that. They're closing. Why? Because a lot of people now are going to internet sites, and you could download free music on your phone. You can download free music to your computer. They'll find ways of getting stuff for free. So they're taking jobs away from people. So you can't realize that if you want somebody's stability, they gotta have like a lawyer job or a doctor job. Something that's booming. And not everybody has a doctor or a lawyer or teaching job. Even with teaching, people are downsizing because it's no money. The budget cuts. So, and then you want to sit up and say, I want a man with money, I want a woman with money, I want this and that, I want something. You can't get that because it is, it's hard now these days because of the economic crisis. But then you are picky. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk more about this, and we're going to have some more on this elaborate. This is the Roundtable Talk. Your boy C Money. Holla.